Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Seafoam. When last we left off, we were sitting in a library, but not just any library, the big one in the center of town. You know, owned by the National Archive. And not just any part of the library. We were in the part of the library that you're not supposed to go into. Because there are book zombies, apparently. But that being said, where exactly did we leave off in the restricted section of the library you're not supposed to be in? Anybody remember?
Roka was specifically going to help us with... Where were we going? Where we were like, oh, there's gonna probably be a fight there. And Arin has no more magic anymore.
Yeah. Go deal with your mom.
She said she had somebody to help, if I remember
Yes.
right. She had somebody that might be able to help. Okay. Let's go with this. So, Roka's led you from the little safe area next to the fireplace further in to the little maze of shelves that surround it. You follow her through twists and turns and several warnings of don't touch that and don't step there. And definitely don't step there and do not touch that. Every time it's pointing off at some nondescript book on the shelf, or you're not exactly sure where she's pointing on these shelves. So you just do the best not touch whatever she's pointing at. And eventually, you end up in another, almost identical little safe area to the one you guys just left. But in this safe area, there's a person sitting in a chair in front of the fireplace. What does this person look like?
Well, right now they are hatless, despite what the picture may have you think. The hat is set to one side on probably a side table, I'm assuming, by this chair. Because I'm assuming that most of these safe areas are basically reading nooks.
For the most part, yeah.
The hat's off to the side on a side table while they're reading at a book. And they are wearing, right now, no armor, so probably just a simple black shirt and matching trousers. But pale platinum blonde hair, almost white, bright green eyes that glance over their shoulder, notably with no visible pupils. And they have the whites of the eye, then these faintly glowing greens with no pupils. And as they stand tall and thin, with soft facial features and no expression to their face. It is completely flat and expressionless. Looking between first Arin and Dawn, and then to Roka, and probably saying to her something like, "You gave me no warning that you were coming."
Apologies, Zeta. Desperate times call for desperate measures and all of that. How are you today?
I am sustaining myself.
That is good to hear. Arin, Dawn, this is Zeta.
And they say nothing as they look between the two of you.
Nice to meet you, Don Morrow.
Zeta, the Arin here is in a little bit of a predicament that is outside my expertise, at least for the moment. Actually, not too dissimilar from yours. I was wondering if they could enlist your help, at least until such time as Arin's abilities return.
If there's a pact to be made, then it must be one of equal value to both participants. What are you willing to give for this transaction?
She kind of looks sideways at Orin.
Orin looks to her and shrugs like he had no idea what was going to happen.
Well, how about this, Zeta? Working with these two, you would be outside of the supervision of the library, at least insofar as, well, I go. And in your place, I can keep Oren here, so him and I can work on getting his abilities restored. In return, Oren will do his best to assist me to find you some answers for your own predicament.
Zeta gets a slight frown and looks off to the side, rubbing at their chin before nodding. And it is a pact, then.
Sorry.
Oh, I forgot to put down one of my lores. I have legal lore.
Ooh, you legal bitch. Okay. Glad that could be arranged. Now, I suppose a little better introductions may be in order before everyone starts working together, yes? Especially with you, Dawn. You and your new friend wandering the city, especially in such dangerous times as these. Zeta, what do you care to explain about yourself?
Zeta looks long and hard and can feel the magic due to arcane senses coming off of Dawn. So that there are no misgivings between us, Paladin. What inhabits this body is not the human host that originally, the human soul that originally carried it. I am a denizen of hell, or was at some point.
Whew. Alright. Dawn is slightly taken aback, but she could kind of already feel the aura going on. And so she just kind of brushes it off. Good to know. Yes, I'm a champion. I observe Mesluda. And we should have no misgivings. I'm fine working together.
My master Asmodeus often deals with the gods. I will not break this contract. Such would be unbecoming of a denizen of hell.
Asmodeus. Ah, yes, I remember Asmodeus well. Let me see what I can remember about Asmodeus, because I'm sure that isn't going to come up later at all. No,
Something
Zappa,
Dawn
it
would
won't
probably
come up at
know.
all. Yes, very common. Asmodeus, Prince of Darkness, First Lord of Hell, that kind of thing. Zappa,
God of contracts. God of law.
Yes, very. That's right. I still tend to think in alignment, even though we've gotten rid of alignment with this version of Pathfinder. But
Yeah. Asmodeus is lawful evil.
yes, I still like to think of that, even though alignment doesn't really have anything. Doesn't have what it used to. Sorry, the cat
Asmodeus I'm sure the Hell Knights are a thing still in your setting.
Yes.
In which case, there is an order of champions dedicated to Asmodeus called the Hell Knights.
Yep.
And one of the things they do is they go after people who break legal contracts. One of the most common ways they're used is as bondsmen.
Chewing on cables. Stop it.
Yeah, my cat thinks it's food time, but it's not. You're too fat already.
She's just big boned.
Oh.
To which
No,
I
those
love
bones are pretty squishy.
Oh, I love the Garfield 4 panel of that. It's Garfield steps on the scale. You are fat. No, I'm big boned. No, Godzilla was big boned. You are fat. Poor Garfield.
See, I just joke with her and go, fatty, fatty 2x4, can't fit through the kitchen door.
Oh.
She cute though. Unlike you, Zappa, you're not cute at all.
It's just a little wonkus.
I'm gonna get him out of here so we can actually play. Give me a sec.
Yeah, Don, is from what Zeta has said, this is a human body deprived of soul with a demon shoved into it.
Yeah. Kind of that brave face thing, I think Dawn likes to put on, so to speak, right? Because it's like, it might freak me out, but I'm not going to let you know it freaks me. Like, and as you said, no contract broken, and so I can return that favor and not do anything rude or stupid either.
There's the very barest hint of some sort of emotion on their face. A tiny smile, specifically to be using this against a champion, I feel. To be like, but to strike against me would be to strike against a human now, wouldn't it? Murder is a sin.
Yep, all that.
I have no doubt that the two of you shall get along amicably for the time being. Now, Oren, I suppose we should get started on your particular issue, shall we not?
Yeah, before Ravencroft makes a deal with a hag and potentially dooms the entire bay.
Now, as you say that, I would like to take a moment for us as players to just kind of recap everything that is currently going on right now. So, up until recently, there were riots in the streets being violently suppressed. We're not sure what's going on outside now, but there's that. You've got Ravencroft, which, yes, he is, according to Oren's mother, planning, or going to be offered a deal which would give the Coven influence here in the Bay in exchange for, well, it kind of sounds like the power to take unilateral control. The Resistance is kind of at a... they're unified in the... They're unified for the moment. It I believe we've kind of shown.
They've made a vague agreement.
Right, at least insofar as deposing the Regency. Anything I'm missing?
We need to talk to Acheron about the, I don't know what they are, but the missing people are returning. Zombie mimics or whatever it is.
Yes, the people returning, yes, Acheron. And then Acheron still has his own machinations that are. He's mentioned about moving the timetable up as the instability increases. You
Yeah.
also did receive a request from Alistair to confront the ambassador to Mormora, I believe.
Yes. Yeah, figure out the connections.
Mm.
What's going on?
Now, at the same time, Devlin and Alex are back at the estate, along with presumably Wisteria at this point. Either that, or she's still at the at Castle Tavanos. And to top it all off, you did have the not the an ambassador from Corsair Nation show up, and all of that drama that caused.
Mm-hmm.
So, that being said, where to next?
I shall follow you wherever you deem necessary, Don Morrow.
Yes.
You're in the
I
driver's
feel like
seat
we
now.
yeah. Feel like we should talk to Acheron next, because about the missing people and then whatever else he wanted with the timetable.
Acheron and his plans.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I swear, if I didn't know better, I'd say he was psychic.
I could see
Seems
that.
like he's always in the right place at the right time.
Maybe he's just a diviner. And has anyone asked him? Asks Orin.
Ah, yes, famously Acheron, the person who will tell you everything you want to know if you only ask. Do that for me and see how it turns out, won't you?
Keeping knowledge is not something to squander.
On that, Zeta, we agree. Alrighty. So,
Allow me a moment to prepare myself and I shall join you. If what I am hearing is correct, the outside has become rather difficult in these last few days.
Yeah, I'm not sure how it's gonna look out there.
Fortunately for you, this contract includes the use of lethal force if necessary.
Good to know, but hopefully not necessary as it comes down to it.
hopefully no necessito.
Yeah.
And Zeta will drift across the room out of sight for a while before coming back in. It's armor, but it's armor that's lighter than yours, Dawn. This is not a full plate suit. In fact, the only part of it that feels like a traditional piece of plate armor is a breastplate, which is what it is in game terms. But it's black, and its make is strange. It's too smooth and organic in places. It follows like the curve of the back of his thigh or his knee too precisely to be man-made metal. And over that is a black with red interior riding cloak, like a very heavy fabric riding cloak. And the hat, a small pointed tricorn.
What do you do now?
Well, no, we took the underground river thing to get to the library, but maybe at this point we could wander outside just to see.
Okay. Leading the restricted section is a lot easier, especially with Roka here, because she says, more or less, she turns to the fireplace She takes some ingredients off of the mantle of one of these fireplaces, of this fireplace, tosses them in the fire, and a portal opens up in front of the fireplace. Step through here and it'll take you right to the front desk. That way we'll avoid any more unfortunate mishaps.
Arn seems very impressed by this magic trick and wants to learn it. Has that look like, oh, you're going to teach me that?
In due time. In due time.
Zeta will just step through. He'll go first if necessary.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not afraid to step through, and it's nice to be transported to the front desk, so thank you for that.
Step out into the front desk. And then, well, you're back in the center of this vast, empty library, as if nothing had ever happened. Dawn, you still have that book with you, but for now, it sounds like the both of you have places to be.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, I am curious, but now's not the time quite yet, so let's go.
You step outside and are met with gale force winds as the trees are bent almost sideways from the force of the rain and wind. It looks like over the course of a scant few hours, something has rolled in from the west and is just battering the peninsula. Now, on the bright side, this does mean there are scant few guards out and no protesters. And the guards that are out here do not seem to have any interest in doing anything other than taking cover from the wind and the rain.
I think Zeta reaches up to keep a lid on it so the hat doesn't fly off before looking to Dawn with a quirked brow that's basically, is this what everyone's been freaking out about?
Believe me, this is a lot different than what it was earlier. Honestly, I'm glad for the storm.
And it's readily apparent exactly what you missed out on, Zeta, as you make your way into the Diamond District from Market Square. In the Diamond District, you see giant machines of steam and steel rumbling up and down the streets, patrolling. Large searchlights on them, moving across the streets back and forth in a sweeping motion and up along the buildings. You're stopped once, but after it becomes apparent that you are members, or you carry Sebastian's seal, that orders are pretty much handed out to leave you guys alone. Nonetheless, it's a perturbing sight. Even the rain has not eliminated all traces of what happened here just a few hours ago. For one, the gutters still hold traces of crimson. And as you work your way back up the familiar street near Martha's Boutique, you see craters in the street and in a few of the buildings.
For all their fears of hell, men are too quick to visit it upon themselves. This world has no need for us.
You make your way quickly to Martha's Boutique, which is locked. closed sign flip to the front. But it... Oh, there's no Orin anymore. I was gonna say, but with Orin's incessant knocking...
No, Zeta would just try the door first to see if it's really locked.
It is unlocked. How did you know?
It's the simplest thing you do. That's what you do first thing. And then you ask the paladin if it's okay if you kick the door in.
True.
Yeah.
It is unlocked. You step in, the door closes behind you. You take a moment to shake the water from your clothes and scrape it from your shoes. As you hear movement coming from the back. I'm sorry, we are... Oh. It's... Dawn, who's your friend? This is the front store clerk at Martha's Boutique. She's ushered you back a couple of times to see Acheron before.
This is Zeta. He is helping me while Orin is busy.
I see. Has it all calmed down out there?
There's little out there except for the steel things. Even most of the blood is gone.
Yeah, with the storm raging.
I think I overheard the guards calling them battle engines, or something to that effect. Never thought I'd see this city fall to ruin so quickly. Acheron's in back if you're looking for him, or if you're just looking to get out of the rain, please stay as long as you like.
I think even before she finishes the sentence, Zeta starts beelining. Not quickly, but just starts casually walking towards where Acheron is supposed to be, not even letting her finish her sentence.
Yes, we'll be in the back. Quickly follows.
All right.
Talking to people was not part of the contract.
That's fair.
I mean, the contract has a lot of latitude. You're free to do whatever you need to do to help these people.
Exactly. They made the worst kind of contract with a devil. One with so many loopholes just built into it. Why do you think I put points into legal lore? We're going to have at least one time with this character where someone's going to be like, but that's against the law. Then I roll and go, actually, the wording is this, which could be uncharitably interpreted as this while still being legal. We're going to find loopholes. We're going to ruin it.
Officer, Mario couldn't have done this because he was playing Smash Bros. With me yesterday. See, now he's got an alibi, which means he couldn't have done it.
This is more like, oh, well, murder is specifically says here to, taking of a human life by another human, and I am not that. Therefore, it is not murder.
Exempt.
But it was written. No, that's not what the law says.
Lawyers hate this one weird trick.
Just be from hell.
Be an extra planar demon. And you get everything you want, full stop.
These people are demons.
Little pot-bellied goblin. Okay.
If you're not careful, I will, take a feat to have, a literal vampire pot-bellied goblin, companion creature.
Oh, God, no, please don't. You head to the back, and it looks like more than just the two of you have decided to take shelter back here. There are several unfamiliar faces gathered around the desk slash little workstation that Acheron has back there. Dawn, are you still in trail of Zeta?
Yeah, how do
Yes.
they react to Zeta coming around the corner with a bit? Because, like, Cloak, there's a little bit of a flourish in this evil-looking black armor with the red interior of the cloak, looking like something out of a story.
The room, it sounds like there had been some quiet conversation. But as you round the corner, all of that immediately stops. And you step into the room, and Dawn behind. Acheron looks up. By the way, Zeta, I haven't introduced you to Acheron, have I? Here, guys, let's get the picture of him up. No. But, yeah, he looks up. Ah, Dawn, and who's your friend?
This is Zeta. Orin is occupied.
I think Zeta looks to you, Dawn, and says, They keep insisting that we are friends.
Well,
What does that mean?
nothing
Means
bad.
different things to different people. The fact of the matter is, you are with Dawn here, and that makes you friends. Otherwise,
So a friend is one in whom's purposes are aligned?
I suppose you could put it that way, yes. Well, Dawn, I've been working on an issue that we've been having as of late. That's why these fine gentlemen are here. Can you take a guess what that problem is?
Oh,
No.
I kept a feat from Orin on Zeta, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
So we are uncomfortably staring at everyone in the room.
Remind me what uncomfortable stare does. Did you throw it in?
We're aura sighting them.
Vibe check.
Yeah. Walk into the room, give everyone 1 minute's worth of vibe check.
The JoJo stare.
You know this guy's followed around by menacing.
Oh. Yeah, no, everybody is... they're uneasy about both of you. Dawn, you don't recognize anybody in this room other than Acheron. And obviously
Right.
the same goes for Zeta. But I'm assuming, Zeta, you're doing this on Acheron?
Yes, Acheron comes first.
Okay. But yes, Acheron, yeah, his apparent attitude is friendly towards you, Zeta. His current apparent emotional state, cool and collected. I mean, a strong, physically fit man stands before you.
There's so much
We're
that
not
the
going to
DM
need
has
you
to
to
do
make an
with this
occultism
crap.
check. We're not going to have to, yeah. I rolled a secret occultism check.
Yeah, I don't even get to see what I don't even get to
What's
see
your
what it
bonus?
is. My bonus to occultism is 11.
Okay. This attitude seems genuine.
Which means I didn't pass the check because we all know Acheron's a filthy, filthy liar.
Ugh.
But Zeta doesn't know that. If anything, I think the more time Zeta spends around Acheron, the more Zeta will go, ah, my people.
Probably, yeah.
Well, I assume you were privy to the excitement earlier today?
Some of it, yes. And then we got into some excitement of our own afterwards.
Oh, do tell.
Yes, do tell.
There's a lot to tell. But I don't know if this is the best time. Am I interrupting something? As I look at the others on the room.
Well, now that we're done repairing the damage caused by a 20-pound shell coming through the front of the store, Miss Duma at front was very perturbed, but now that we've got that replaced, we were discussing our next steps of our accelerated timetable. Dawn, I'm not sure if Oren or the others mentioned our plan in the making. If not, I can explain.
A plan with Acheron was not part of our agreement. There will have to be an amendment to our contract. Looking to Acheron, or perhaps one between you and I.
I don't know what exactly you're implying, but I can promise you what I had been promising the other members of the group that apparently are too busy dealing with other things.
Nothing can be done without some form of recompense. As long as the deal is
not true. Go ahead.
As long as the deal is equivalent, I will agree to this contract.
Okay. Dawn, did they fill you in on any of this?
Maybe pieces, but please do explain.
Okay, so long story short, we're breaking into the treasury, the Tavanos treasury, hidden in the bowels of Castle Tavanos.
Why would that be? Is there something?
It is of utmost importance that this happens. We are after just one thing, just one artifact. I don't care about the money, I don't care about the jewels, any of that. As a matter of fact, taking that would hurt our young prince's even more tenuous than at first appeared position. I assume you'd agree. After all, if he were to open up his inheritance on his wedding day and found out that it had all been siphoned away from behind closed doors, where prying eyes couldn't see it.
You mean stolen?
In so many words, yes. If he found out that his entire fortune, his inheritance, had been, his dowry, if you'd like to put it that way, was stolen, yeah, that would probably lead to even more civil unrest, assuming he even makes it to that age, and yeah, probably be the end of Seafoam Bay as we know it. So I'm not planning on that. What we're looking for is something similar to this, and he pulls out from his jacket pocket a coin about as big as the palm of his hand. This coin is mottled black stone that has Well, it almost looks like it's weeping a red liquid. It's not blood. It's closer to an ichor of some kind. But it's... how do you say... a little unnerving, and you're pretty sure it's a little unholy.
How
Now, Zeta.
recognizable is this to
Zeta,
a
you know exactly.
demon?
Yes, as someone who grew up and probably bartered in more of these than anything else during your time in the Hells, you know exactly what this is. And I mean, as far as your day-to-day went in the Hells, okay, it was a pretty staple currency down in the Hells.
Now, could these be used to entrap other demons? Because they are able to hold souls.
Do demons have souls?
They have something.
If it's a soul, then yes. I would say not all demons have souls, but demons that have souls can, yes.
In that case, there is probably a wary look from Zeta at it, maybe even a half step back, recognizing it and recognizing the power that someone that has an empty one of those, assuming that this one is empty, would hold.
Now that's the terrifying prospect. Is it empty or is it full?
Better not
Which
risk
is
it.
Worse?
To a demon, empty, because that means they could put you in it.
True.
If there's already some idiot stuck in there, who cares? Rip Bozo.
Jesus. But yes, he holds that out for inspection.
Where did you get this?
This? Oh, it's part of my personal collection. Tucks it
Is
back
it
into
full?
his jacket. Is it full? You seem oddly familiar with these, Mr. Zeta.
These were our stock and trade in hell.
I knew it! I knew it. Okay. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist. You walked through the door, and I thought, no, Dawn wouldn't have brought a demon into my establishment, but here you are.
A demon trapped within a human shell.
I do see that. That is quite unfortunate. I'm assuming, Dawn, that you did this?
Oh, no. No. I just met this guy. Orin, I'll say in less words, is dealing with a lack of power at the moment. So he's getting help.
Don't you just hate it when someone drains your moonstone batteries? Gotta say I do. Okay. So, back to the matter at hand. Yes, we're looking for something just like this. It's... how do you say? Got someone rather important in it. And I need to meet this person. So... I'm having the two of you, and... well, obviously I'm going to have to send at least another person with you. I have a route all picked out. I've got some tools for you. I've got an egress plan for you. I've got everything all picked out. Especially now that we know there is access to the underbay in the Isle. It's a reaction from the people in this room. You didn't say nothing. The Isle. Fuck this, I'm out. And
What is
slowly...
what is this island that it's worth breaking whatever deal they were about to make? They must value or disvalue it to some high degree.
Dawn, you want to answer that one?
Oh, I've been there. there's something very strange in a toll house
You-
that I don't.
You've been there?
Yeah.
Stay the fuck away from me.
Hey, it was bad, but it wasn't that bad. But it's...
And this guy takes a full step back now. I'm not getting that. You want to bleed out your eyes and stay away from me.
How
And
strange.
He turns and just
They fear
walks.
it even more than they fear hell itself.
Hell's just a place. That's torture. And one by one, most of the people in this room leave until there are only 3 of them left. To which Acheron sighs. Well, I guess the 3 of you are now on my short list. Yes, Sentinel Isle. There will be an opening there that'll lead you to the Underbay, a route through the Underbay into a back door into the Tavanos treasury. You find this, and you promise not to take anything else. And then you come back, and you're rich. All I need is that coin.
I have no use for mortal coin.
No, it's another one of these, he says, holding up.
That I do have use for. I will accept this contract on a stipulation.
Oh, you want one of these? Okay. I can give you one of these, yes, in exchange
Empty.
for the one down there.
I need an empty one.
For protection?
You are not paying me to reveal why I need it.
Only insofar as you do not use it on me.
Do not give me a reason to. Only a fool trades away their security for comfort.
Well, then it sounds like I'm making 2 different deals here. Let me start with Dawn, while I mull your proposition over, Zeta. Dawn, how does 100,000 gold sound?
Tempting indeed.
Originally, it was going to be split between the other 3 members, but sounds like it'd be all yours now. And I understand that this is going against someone that you considered a friend. I understand. I absolutely do. Sebastian is a dear friend of mine as well. This is for Sinel Datelaw. See, what this coin will allow me to do is to take one of his coins and allow him to speak with someone incredibly valuable. The former King Magnus Tavanos. Are you familiar?
Yes, I knew it.
Have they told you this at least?
There was mention of the man and the coin. It's the same man and the same coin.
All right. So yes, you go into that treasury, find me that soul coin. I can use that coin to open the other coin and bring back a way, work on a way to bring back King Magnus, which I believe, I hope you would agree with me, is probably the best thing that could happen to this peninsula, to this city.
In a time of unrest like this, yes. And my party did speak favorably of it, and I trust their judgment.
Good. So, That, and saving the city, potentially, this part of the coast, for 100,000 gold. Interested?
Yes. But I would also like to ask about something else that's been going on. The people that were missing in the warehouse, they've returned, according to some sources. People that were thought to be lost.
Out of the three guys standing, the shortest of the three kind of turns. What? What are you talking about? What do you mean? No. That warehouse has been fucking plugged up since January? February?
Right.
Ain't no way anybody's coming out of that.
We're not sure where they came from. Just something I've heard, and was wondering if you've heard as well, Acheron.
Acheron looks at you as if trying to decide what to say. Yes, I am familiar with that little event that is going on right now. Many people are being reunited with their long-lost loved ones. At least so they think. What do you think, Don Moreau?
Well, from what I've heard of the incident and how it went, that shouldn't be possible. So whatever has returned is some form of imposter.
I think you and I are of one mind in this regard. What say you, Zeta?
You have not agreed to the stipulation of my contract. I am not required to give you any further information.
Information? I merely asked your opinion.
An
Either
opinion
way,
is information. Knowing one's stance on one topic or another could be used against them.
I see why you were holed up in that little library. Anyway.
Dang.
Zeta's expression does not change at all. Who cares if you're being salty that he's right? You don't talk to people. They're always listening and they're always going to use what you say against you at some point.
I mean, yeah, true that.
It doesn't interest you at all how he knows that?
I mean, it does interest me that he has something of an opinion on.
I know.
Yeah.
Because I don't believe you mentioned anything about a library, or...
Ah, that is fair. He does...
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about somehow. Yeah, he hears that and quirks a brow, but he knows that he has set himself up to where if he tries to ask the question, he's going to get the exact same thing in return.
It's what he just said.
Yeah. So, will not fall for the obvious trap.
Alright, Zeta. Let's establish this deal one more time, just so I can get it in my little pea brain, alright? You decide to work with us, and I say us, I mean Dawn, me, and anyone else I decide to employ for this little heist. To retrieve this soul coin and come back here. And in return, I will give you an empty soul coin. Is that what we agreed on? Or is that what your proposal was?
That is my proposal. I can tell by by how you word things that you have dealt with us before.
I choose to look at it this way. There will always be details I cannot cover for, and try as I might, things are going to fall through. Therefore, I try to create deals that are amicable for both parties. Therefore, when the contract has concluded, there are no hurt feelings or otherwise other reasons to necessarily screw someone over.
You make a compelling example of Asmodeus' teachings for a mortal.
Ah, yes. 4 more.
I mean no slight by that. Only that we are without such trivialities as emotion.
You know, I encourage you to try it sometime. Emotion. You might be surprised at what comes of it. Now, I agree to your terms. If you agree to mine,
This deal is struck.
outstanding. Now, I am going to have to move up this timetable. Originally, it was going to be a week from now, but as it stands, well, I suppose I should ask, how long do the two of you require to tie up loose ends before we get started?
Roka did not allow me to acquire loose ends. She believed that my presence in this city would be off-putting.
No comment. Done?
Well, give us time while Oren's figuring out his situation, and then that will lead to some of the things we have to do later.
Unfortunately, I think we may have to move without.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. If we go on this, that gives him time to do his thing, and then hopefully we can all catch up later. Well,
Then, how about we say tomorrow evening? Give you a day, an evening, and a morning to prep. If you have anything you need to say to anyone, now may be the time. The Underbay is not exactly the most forgiving of places. Oh, I suppose there is one last thing I need you two to help me with. I need you to pick one of these people, and I would like them to accompany you, at least for the time being. Because the DM needs an NPC to follow you.
Yep. No, understood.
So,
I guess could they introduce themselves?
yes, you've got 3 different characters here. One is a you could call him a mountain of a man, a big burly, probably dock worker type figure, covered in the usual assortment of scars one would accrue, being either on the deck of a ship or as a stevedore. He looks as gilly. And that's all you get from him.
Great. Next.
The next guy is kind of a thin, ratty-looking fellow. He's dressed in what you might consider to be middle class shop worker attire, but there's something about his aura that just gives off greasy vibes, if I may.
Hey!
Ugh,
It's Greasy, man. He's back.
thinking.
I'm not gonna do that voice, but he's got his hair slicked back. He's got a slight sheen to him. Hey, you just call me Zor, okay? Yeah, I can do whatever you need to. I don't really have too many problems with most people. Just don't ask me to do no stabbing unless I'm in trouble, and we won't have no problems. Yeah.
You do not participate in combat.
Oh no! I do that when it suits me, but just
When does it suit you?
You're asking an awful lot of questions, man.
It is up
Look,
to you. It is your prerogative to reveal this information or not.
Well then, you're creepy, man. But he doesn't say anything else.
Just look to Don like, next person. No real reaction to being called creepy.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. I'm literally Satan. I don't care. Whatever, man. That's just like your opinion, man.
The last guy, this short, kind of round fellow, balding on top, dressed in. I'm trying to remember what that term for him. Chimney sweep. He's in kind of chimney sweep attires. Oh, hey, cheap followers on Streamboo, huh? Ban.
Woo! Get that robot. Get out of my chat, Clanker.
Jesus. Okay.
Sorry, my Clankers.
Jesus.
My
Oh,
fellow
me?
Clankers.
Oh, I'm Cyril. Oh, you want to know what I do? Well, I do whatever you pay me for. That's what I do.
He's based.
Unfortunately, I had better candidates outlined, but Sentinel Isle seems to have scared them off.
Right.
We still do not know what Keeley does. They have provided only their name.
Keenly.
My apologies. Keenly.
But it looks like that's all he's going to give you.
Cannot make a proper contract with one of these mercenaries without information. In my opinion, that puts them low on the list. What
Right.
is your assumptions, Don Morrow?
Well, I'm thinking maybe the last guy.
Looking to the chimney sweep.
Yeah.
All right. If the both of you are in agreement, Kinley, Zor, I will hold you on retainer, at least until this is taken care of. And both of you remember, we don't talk about what goes on outside of this room. Capiche?
I will consider this an addendum to our contract. the non-disclosure of such information.
I wasn't worried. You don't tend to give out information without something in return.
Nor should anyone.
I don't know what to say to that.
Because he's right!
It's just
I
spitting facts over there.
I mean, like, if I'm talking to a
Say what you want
corporation,
about Zeta.
sure,
He won't talk to cops, and that's based.
but he's a demon.
Yeah, but he won't talk to a cop. And that's good. Look, two things can be true at the same time.
Okay.
Once the cop's
Stop.
giving him like $1 million, then he'll totally rat you out.
Oh. And with that, Gimli and Zor leave. And Cyril looks at the two of you and... Okay, so what are we doing first?
Well, you said we're going tomorrow.
Perhaps we should sustain our bodies and gain rest for the night.
Yes.
Shit, you guys got somewhere to sleep? My place got a... well, it's nice and breezy now, thanks to the guard.
Looking to Dawn, ain't no way this demon's got a down payment for a house. You don't pay rent, fuck that. He agrees to even contracts.
I give you housing, you give me $1 million.
$1 million.
You give me $1 million. Fuck yeah, man, that's too much. Even that's too steep for demon blood. I appreciate you being evil, big fan, but I see you, I recognize you, you're valid, you're evil. But I ain't got that money. Live your truth.
Alright. Oh,
Guys,
yeah.
have anybody else you want to talk to before?
Not really.
Oh, that's right. You've never met the Mormoran ambassador, so you
Oh.
wouldn't really.
So, do I even know where to go for that? 'Cause-
I mean, you'd have a rough idea of where they were.
Okay. Suppose we could do that.
It's up to you guys.
Well, yeah. Let's make a pit stop on the way back to.
Please stop. This would be headed back to the Capitol building.
Yeah.
As you guys make your way back to... Hold on 1 sec. Oh, don't do that. Come on. There we go. Alright. As you make your way back to the Capitol building. By the time you get back up to the Capitol building, the, how do you want to say? Sorry, I'm messing with this real fast.
Oh, you're good.
Oh, come on now. There. The worst of the carnage has been picked up. All that's left now are bullet holes in the ground. And every now and again, some other minor signs of destruction. But between the wind and the rain, it has completely erased the rest of the evidence. You guys get to the foot of the Capitol, and Cyril goes, I'm not exactly, dressed for this. I think I'm gonna go stand, underneath that tree over there.
That's fine.
Try to
Aye.
keep dry.
I'll do my best, you know. Wouldn't do well to catch a cold before but the big job, yeah?
Yeah. It shouldn't take too long. Hopefully.
As you make your way up the steps, you pass by the very spot where a bomb tried to disassemble you.
I
Other
glance.
than a small black spot on the steps, there is no other sign that anything had ever happened.
Is the black spot just like a mark, or is that actually something sitting there?
It's just a mark.
Okay. Yeah. I do glance as we go by, though, and I can't help but slightly shudder, because even though I was mostly undamaged, to see the rest was pretty awful.
As you walk up the steps of the Capitol, you can't help but notice a few things about the construction, Zeta. It takes a lot of cues from what we would call Greek design. For example, the steps are actually bowed just slightly upward. And as you reach the fluted pillars, you notice that the middles of the pillar are bulged just slightly. All of this you're familiar with is an attempt to make everything look like straight lines from a distance. But make your way inside. See the large. Go ahead.
I think Zeta's just appreciating it insofar that they are capable of appreciating architecture. But their setup as a character right now is that they don't really have many emotions to speak of.
What are emotions?
A liability to a demon.
What is a man? A miserable pile of liabilities to a demon. Miserable little.
That would be a lawyer. What is a man? A miserable little pile of liabilities.
But yes, you make your way in, and an attendant at the front can point you to the offices off to the side for the ambassador of Marmora. And as you are making your way to that office, you do happen to pass by one of the guest offices for the Corsair Nation. The door is open, and you can feel that sense of unease that seems to always come with those magic users dealing in death. You try to pass by quickly, but you can't help but notice that he is there, the ship's captain, that parrot on his staff.
What does my arcane sense tell me? It's basically I always have detect magic up.
Oh, yeah, strong aura of magic.
Necromancy the school.
Yes.
Based.
And yes, as you walk by, his head snaps up and makes eye contact with you, Zeta.
Zeta stares placidly towards him with these pupilless eyes.
Doll's eyes. A shark.
There is a shark-like quality to them, but that's more of a innate predatory look that he just has as an innate look. the demon sensing out a weakness in someone.
Mm. Gotta love it. Alright, so you make your way down to the Mormoran ambassadors. The door is closed, but you knock. And a servant comes and opens the door, peeks out. I'm sorry, we are not taking any visitors right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, you are?
Yes. I'm Don Morrow, a friend of Wisteria. And
I am Zeta, contracted to assist Don Morrow in these matters.
She just kind of looks at the two of you. She recognizes the name Wisteria, but okay.
yeah.
Come and sit. I will let the ambassador know she has visitors. And she pulls the door open, and then just as quickly disappears into the office depths behind.
I cautiously enter. I do not sit down, though. I remain standing.
It's a small waiting room.
Same.
Yeah.
We ain't sitting down. Sitting down's for posers.
Posers. You step in. It's a small waiting room. There are a couple of chairs, but most of it's dominated by a desk, a couch, and some such amenities. A water tower of some sort. She looks like she's disappeared into a door in the back. And let's see here. Oh, why is it broken? No, don't be broken. Oh, that makes me sad. The music broke.
Oh.
Music machine broke. Anyway. It's not very long before the secretary comes back. Opens the door. She has time for a short visit, but, please do not mince words.
Thank you. And proceeds to walk in.
You step in, and sitting at the desk have you seen a picture of the ambassador before?
Yes. Yeah. Kind of the sea elf lady type thing. Yeah.
Yes. Situated behind the desk. Still looks impeccable as the last time you saw her. Her hair flowing like water, almost as if she never left the ocean's depths. Music's playing now, finally.
Okay.
But please, come in. You two step in. The door shuts behind you both by itself. I'm sorry, I did not catch your names.
I am Don Morrow, an associate of the counselor, Wisteria.
That's what I thought she said.
I am Zeta.
Small. Go ahead.
Yeah, I am. Just that's all they get. I am Zeta.
That's what I thought she said. You hear you hear a click, and before you recognize what exactly is going on, the ambassador has the barrel of what looks like a double-barreled shotgun resting on the desk, pointed at you both. Who sent you?
Well,
Was it across your nation?
no.
Their assassins
is a-
are getting lazy.
This is a very poor attempt at diplomacy.
The poor attempt at diplomacy was killing my staff and attempting to blame a bombing on me.
I have no idea what you speak of.
Interesting.
Is there another one lurking around here somewhere, trying to take me by surprise?
No, rather, I was one of the potential victims of said bombing.
I know you said you were with Wisteria. But there have been 3 attempts on my life now. I can no longer trust anyone from this city. But if you could prove to me somehow your intentions were more than just a ploy to distract me, perhaps we could come to a more civilized conversation, she says, pointing at the chairs in front of her.
Well, I believe we are somewhat in the same boat at this time, because we also seek more information on who is behind these assassinations, and, of course, who impersonated you to carry out the one that was done against me and my companions.
What makes you think it was an impersonation? Why don't you believe, like everyone else, that it was one of my own?
I couldn't help but notice there was something strange about the person that approached us. They looked like you, but there was something.
Go ahead.
Mm.
Sorry, go ahead.
Are you good? There was blood inside their shirt. I wasn't sure what to make of that, but we got out of there. Unfortunately, the champagne we thought was poisoned turned out to be a bomb. Yes.
Zeta, are you doing that thing again?
Well, duh! New room, new vibe check.
You can only do it once an hour, that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, if it has been an hour.
Oh, let's see here. It's only been 50 minutes and 44 seconds.
I love
What?
when magic. I love when the cosmic forces of magic are constantly checking their watch to see if it's been 24 hours since you used that spell.
There's a time and place for everything, Zeta, but not now. Sorry, I just realized Barber's Unused Day. Ah, it's just beautiful. So you recognized it as well. Yeah, so the target's apparent attitude towards you...
Hostile.
Well, I was gonna say that the shotgun is pretty, pretty apparent with that. Yeah. Emotional state, stressed. And
Being a demonic character, my first thought is, alright, how do I use this?
it's 11, right?
Yes.
Yeah, she's not being entirely truthful with you.
I think as she's talking, there's a small pause in the conversation, just long enough for Zeta to say, "You're lying. But are you lying, or is it a lie of omission?"
I don't see how you could make such an assumption about my state.
Lies are stock in trade in hell.
Hair. Is that why I recognize the name?
If you are familiar with me, then you are familiar with one of the 9 hells, yes.
Is this why you bear that name, Don Morrow? Come to terrorize
Zeta looks at Dawn with that, like, what the hell? Literal? Literal, what the hell? Oh my Satan?
Come to terrorize us again?
I'm afraid I'm not. I'm afraid I'm not quite sure what you're talking about.
You come in with your honeyed words and try to... Of course you wouldn't understand. If you're like the rest...
You're making some claim that Don Morrow is an agent of hell.
No, I'm making the claim that... that is no longer a French accent.
Mon Dieu! She be working for the enemy!
The name Don Morrow. Morrow. The family name Morrow terrorized our people for 1,000 years before disappearing.
Right.
You laugh. Why?
Well,
Is it because it is true?
I don't know. The problem with that is while I do carry this name, I have a very large lapse in my memories. And I'm beginning to think there's a lot more to my family history that I never even knew about.
Your history is something better left in the past.
That explains the restricted section.
And I had no idea that the Morrows carried such weight.
Say that again, I'm sorry.
And I had no idea that the Morrows carried such weight. But that does distract from my question. What are you hiding?
I'm not hiding anything from the likes of you, Hellspawn.
Then why can I feel it on
Feel what you like. It does not change the facts.
Can I roll for diplomacy? The lady's
Sure,
making me
you can absolutely roll for diplomacy.
Ooh,
Because
okay.
yes, this has gone south rather quickly, has it not?
Yes, it has.
you? Ooh.
Alright, a 19. Would you like to re-roll? Or would you like to keep your 19?
I'll reroll just to see.
Okay. I will have to take the new roll. Okay.
Hey!
Intuition.
Take that new roll.
Yeah.
Sorry, whenever I hear this song, I just think Pirates of the Caribbean 3. It was just good. business.
I think of Homeworld 1.
The good one. The only good one.
Homeworld 2 was fine. Homeworld 3 just makes me want to cry. In all the wrong ways.
Because they took the story instead and said writers. What the fuck do we need writers for?
And I liked Deserts of Karak.
Yeah.
I feel like we didn't need Deserts of Karak, but I liked it.
Mm-hmm. But yes, 26. So, just to preface here, remind me what you guys were doing, what you guys were planning to talk with the ambassador about.
Well, kind of adapted a little bit because I wasn't sure if it was going to be like, oh, it was her, or, she's playing like someone impersonated her, and I do partially believe that. I think I'd just like to say we're not here to cause discourse or stress you further. As you said, your life has been attempted 3 times, and there are others that we care about, that we are allied with, that are also in danger. We simply wish to work together and get to the bottom of any leads.
Unfortunately, I do not believe there is any further cooperation to be had between Marmora and Seafoam Bay. If you would like to continue these discussions, she seems to be struggling with something for a hot minute. Before she takes a piece of paper, she takes the firearm, she puts it back under the desk. You hear it click as she releases the hand. And takes a piece of scrap paper from the desk, scribbles something on it, slides it across her desk to you. In a short scrawl, I believe we can continue this conversation, but I do not see how fruitful it could be. Probably a second line over there. What's that?
Is there magic in this room?
Yes, there is.
A form of divination, perhaps?
Yes, there is that. There's a lot of different signals here, but one of them is divination, yes.
Understood.
I'm sorry I could not help you today. She's kind of motioning at that paper. She slides you the quill and inkwell. Perhaps in the future, maybe our conversations will be more productive.
Yes. She kind of want me to write a location, because I kind of have an idea, I guess.
I think that's the implication, yes.
Nice.
Yeah, unfortunately Zeta doesn't know anywhere. Zeta's trying to hone down and look around with a new eye to see if there's anything visible as like this is like a magic bug.
Yeah. I think I'll write down the
Make me a perception, Zeta, while she's figuring out where to write down.
Okay. I think I choose to write down the Mesluta Monastery.
Ah, Hunter.
Oh, I'm gonna explode if I go in there.
No, it's just like walking on hot coals. At least that's what David Tennant taught me in that TV show he was in.
And I guess at the same time, I'm technically in a human body.
You did say you've dealt with gods.
No, I said Asmodeus has dealt with the gods.
That's true.
Asmodeus is one of the main gods of the Pathfinder pantheon, despite also being a devil.
Yep. They didn't reinvent the wheel when they made Pathfinder 2nd Edition.
They did kind of, because they went, nah, a lot of people looked at this guy and went, oh fuck, he's based.
But yeah, you scribble down Masluda Monastery in the gray quarter and you slide it back. And she picks it up and looks at it before it burns in her hands. No incantation, no nothing, just. Well, I'm sorry, but I believe I am busy today. Must send a report home over the third assassination attempt and things. If you would excuse me.
Right. Well, thank you for your time.
Of course. You stand up to leave, and that, Zeta, is when you notice it. It's on the back of her chair. Not like on the back side of it, but on the headrest, just behind her head, which you realize she had been keeping it very still for that reason. What looks like some sort of eye.
Before we leave, I'm interested in the title of that book on your shelf. Top shelf, right corner. Could you reach it for me?
There's a short pause as she stares, like she does not trust you, Zeta, knowing exactly what you are, but realizing she doesn't have a choice. What, this one? She says, turning, standing up out of the chair, and going over to her bookshelf.
When she leaves, Zeta is going to very blatantly be reaching like, come here, creepy little eye.
Oh no, it's inside the chair. It's upholstered.
It's in the chair.
She just rips it out of the chair.
I mean, he could... It's when I draw my gun and I shoot it!
Yes, you do get a good look at it. It is some sort of arcane eye rune.
Do I try to destroy it and then be like, you owe me, bitch? But that would also alert whoever owns it that it's been destroyed.
Correct.
Which means that people would be aware of it. Zeta will, beneath the desk, like to where it can't see, poke at Dawn, and then motion with his eyes at it to point it out to her.
I see it.
It is some sort of rune stitched into this headrest, the shape of an eye.
Actually, I do have something I could do. One action. I'm going to cast message to the ambassador.
What is that message, pray tell?
Do you want it destroyed?
Too risky.
He will not destroy it then.
Look at him acting all moral and shit.
Not moral. Just doesn't want to complicate a mission.
Sure, you keep telling yourself that, buddy. No, I'm not a good guy. I merely do good guy things because doing bad guy things is more complicated down the road.
Yes! If being the most like, I steal candy from babies is exactly how you get a lot of paladins on your ass. Especially when people go, literal demon came in and started fucking with my shit.
I mean...
Strategic.
I was gonna say, if I were in Zeta's shoes, there's a 50-50 that I'd do it anyways. But
There was a
that's
thought
because-
about it, but if we get her killed, that also means I'm failing at the contract, which means I'm not going to get what I was promised.
This is true. Too bad you didn't make a contract that otherwise you'd get, how did that go? Dragged back to the Hells as a... What do they turn Will into in Baldur's Gate 3? It's a... I forget. A
Fuck if
slime.
I know. I got
Yeah,
to
I
the
know.
town with the goblins in it and went, this is just 5e. Goodbye.
Well, yeah.
I thought they were gonna do some Larian shit with it, man.
It is a lot better than regular 5e.
Oh, it is. It is, but it's just... I'm a petty bitch.
At
I'll
least
probably
you can
play
look
it
at
eventually.
Yeah, 20 years down the line, and then you'll go, I've forgotten oh my god, 5e, it's so much better than 6.5 2025, or 2035 edition.
Oh god, I hope not. I hope we don't look back fondly on 5th edition.
Welcome to your future.
There are two in the grim darkness of the far future, there are only marshals.
You saying that makes me think, in the grim darkness of the far future, there are two separate but equally important branches of the judicial system. The prosecution. Oh, God. 40K. Law and Order 40K. That sounds...
Yeah,
Well, that's
that was
just
actually...
the Inquisition with extra steps.
If you made a show about the Arbites having to deal with fucking hive scum, that would be an interesting show.
Yeah, but they would never do that.
It would just be another Judge Dredd. Because they're all just Judge Dredd.
True. But yes, so let's see. It'd be two separate but equally important branches of the justice system. The Arbites to enforce the law, and the Inquisition to break it? Or how would you put that?
Who said the Inquisition is law? They are above such things.
Well, they create law.
They do not create law. They
Sure it
supersede.
is. It's whatever they
follow
say it is.
They follow the Emperor's will, which supersedes that.
Well, his word is law.
He's also a
anyway.
dead guy on a giant golden toilet.
Well, I mean, in some ways, it is interesting. It's good writing the irony of what they've done to the Emperor.
Oh yeah, the ultimate atheist being turned into
Yeah, do
the
not worship
God
me
Emperor.
as a god. I am a man, same as anybody else. I just happen to be better than everybody else, and then getting.
I just
turned
happen to be
into-
12 foot tall, covered in gold, and have a halo of light that follows me everywhere. I'm not a god.
In some ways, he's not even a god. He's a pseudo god or an idol, which is even better.
Fun fact, he also made himself look that way, because that's not what Sisters of Silence saw him as, but we're getting off topic. They saw him as a tired old man.
But that being said, yes, she pulls it up. This one over here.
Yeah, and Zeta will
Like-
play along for this little bullshit for the eye to make it seem like he was genuinely interested in this book.
Here, it is a copy of Rocks and Shoals. You might be interested. Please, keep it.
Did I hear a Rock and Shoals?
Rocks and Shoals. Actually, that is a real-life book.
Uh...
Oh.
Rocks and Shoals.
Mushroom.
I love Deep Rock so much. I need to play it more.
Yes. Rocks and Shoals is just it's a very in-depth technical manual about the age of sail.
Huh.
And all of that fun stuff.
Zeta takes it and pretends to flip through it like he's, giving it a quick
Yes, keep it.
peruse. They can both see Zeta's eyes glaze up. Zeta has less than 0 fucks to be given about boats. There's probably a disinterest in travel because it's like, why the hell do these guys not... Why the hell, literal, do these guys not just apparate everywhere in a cloud of smoke and sulfur? It's so much easier that way.
1, sulfur smells bad. Did I say smells bad? Because it does.
Yes.
2, it's not physically possible. Maybe I should have flipped those, but I think in order of importance to me, the first one is it smells bad.
You're saying you would not take literal teleportation to anywhere at the globe at will, but you leave an egg smell everywhere?
Yeah, how embarrassing is that?
Teleport outside of town and walk in if you're worried.
Where'd that guy come from? Did he fart?
Why is that guy covered in fire and smoke and oh, you ripped ass!
See?
That's when you look at them and you go, it's aura, bruh. It's not aura, you smell like unfettered shit.
But are you taking it with you like she's insisting, or are you leaving it with her?
Yes. He will tuck it into, he's got a pack under the cloak, but for funny, just mysteriously disappears it into the cloak.
Beautiful. So, you take it, and without another word, I'm assuming the two of you leave.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you guys never set a time. Can we retcon that you chose the morning?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. It works for moi. But you guys exit, and unless you have anything else to do in this building, you find yourselves back outside next to Cyril, who is currently eating the largest and greasiest plate of ribs you've ever seen.
Where the fuck you get those?
Oh, thank God. You guys took fucking forever. God. What?
Me, the player, not me, the character, am jealous.
All right. He's polishing off one of the last bones. All right. All right. And then he tosses the plate that clatters down beside him underneath this tree. You should probably get out of here before they notice their ribs are missing.
You stole someone's ribs.
And you
Well, I
litter.
mean, are guards really people?
Quite literally, yes.
Okay, other than literally, are they people?
Is there any other way to be than literal?
Yeah, you could be semantic or pedantic. Anyway, where are we two off to next?
Um, I guess
No, not this song.
well, we could probably. It's nighttime, right? So probably just head back to
The estate?
Alex. Yeah, and see if we can crash it. I brought 2 people.
Hi, Alex. I brought a literal demon home.
demon, and I brought
Can,
this
can,
guy.
can I keep it? I promise to feed it.
You guys make your way back to Cooper Estate. At some point, Cyril will go, "Hey, do we have to walk all the way there, or can I hail a cab?" By the way, there's nothing on this. There's no traffic on these streets, other than the guards.
If you can, that would be rather interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, for real? Okay. Give me 2 seconds. He tunnels off in front of you guys, disappears around a corner. And by the time you guys get up to the corner, he walks back over. All right, it'll be here in just a minute.
How did you manage this?
What? I told you I do whatever I need to do to get paid.
But how do you do?
That's a trade secret. If he can keep secrets, I can keep secrets, right? And as
I have
you
not
see,
kept any secrets.
withholding information is holding secrets, okay? And as he says that, up to the side of the curb pulls up a driverless carriage. No horses, no nothing. Besides, I got friends in the cab service. I know they're not supposed to be in order right now, but they owed me a thing or two, and I hate walking in the rain.
Fair enough.
So what you're telling me is that this guy is... I don't know where I was going with that. My mind has completely blanked for a sec. I'm sorry.
You're good. That's
I had a presidential moment.
You got a worm in your brain?
It's the Tylenol, I'm sorry.
No. The Tylenol is bad for brain worms. That's what they were trying to warn you about.
That's ban the Tylenol. It's just in his brain, it's like, you will receive further information. Ban Tylenol. Make it newsworthy.
So, no. As he's pulling himself into this carriage, that's what you get for rolling with me. You didn't pick the meathead or the weird dude. But me, I got connections. And my connections will get you through almost any door in town. Hauls his way in, sits, just not even like sits down, but like rolls across the bench.
Is he a big guy?
Yeah, he's round shaped.
He's round shaped.
He's a shape. Round is a shape.
He's ball adjacent.
Just
Well,
picturing
yeah.
Humpty Dumpty.
What do you think I shaved my
Picturing
head
fat
for?
bastard.
Ah.
What do you think I shaved my head for? Aerodynamics?
Zeta will get in last, and seems... Zeta has never been in a cab before, so this feels weird to be in something that's moving on its own while you seem not to be. Beyond not being entirely familiar with human body sensations, this is just another additional thing on top of that.
Here, I've actually got a picture in mind for Cyril. Give me just a second. I need to find.
More like Cyril. Because he's fat. He'll roll down a hill.
Let me find.
More like cereal. Put the spoon down, fatty.
Jeez. All right. This guy. Come on. Do you have any?
Hmm?
Do we have like any more pixels? Is it?
Brother, where are the pixels, brother?
Aw, I didn't realize he passed away. That sucks.
Oh?
Um... Come on. I need a better picture of him. I know, I know. I just need to find a good picture. Have either of you seen The Blacklist?
No.
I don't think
What is
so.
that, some kind of movie?
TV show. Such
So a movie.
Damn it. Glenn Carter, if you look him up.
Glenn Carter.
Blacklist. From the Blacklist.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Scoot's not dead. Okay, now I see it. Oh, he's also like, he's short as hell.
Yes, this short, round dude. And I didn't realize this actor had passed away, Clark Middleton. But yes, he's, especially at points in the movie, very round.
It's the guy at the DMV.
Oh, he passed. Oh no, what did he. Let's see here. Whoa, how did he get that? He died of West Nile virus.
Oh, dang.
Damn skeeters.
Short king down.
Yeah, that sucks. But yes, yes, he is short and round. And as you guys climb in, the middle benches in middle parts of the bench on both sides fold down into a table, and on this table is a bunch of different snack foods and drink. And the carriage has not even started to move yet before he is chowing down.
Fascinating. They expect nothing in return for these victuals.
What? Oh, no. Yeah, for you guys, it's on me. And by on me, I mean he owed me.
So there has been payment fulfilled for these.
Yes, there's been payment fulfilled, man. Jesus, what are you, some kind of demon?
Yes.
You know, it's not... It's bad for your self-esteem to let people make fun of you like that.
As he takes... Is there like an apple on the table?
Yes.
And he holds it up. He's like... The act of consuming nutrition in order to sustain this body is still so... strange. However, I find that the more traditional methods still work. As the apple just seems like it's rotting away in his hand.
Oh man, you're not gonna taste that or nothing?
Taste?
Yeah, you know, like this. He grabs a bunch of grapes, and he just shoves them in his mouth. Chews on them a minute before he pulls the stem out whole.
Oh, I hate him! I hate him! Fucking goblin man! But Zeta will look at it like it's the strangest thing he's ever seen, then take a single grape, pluck it off with his, like, the sharp fingers of his gauntlet. And this is really, really kind of funny to watch. Is this someone who doesn't know how to chew? They've never chewed before. As he kind of just puts the grape in his mouth. tries to just kind of move his jaw in the motion as the grape just falls back into his hand. I don't understand what I'm doing.
Well-
Jesus, man. Watch one more time, he says, grabbing
Oh,
a whole... There's probably meat on this table, too. So he grabs, like, a drumstick, just puts the whole thing in his mouth, and you see him moving his jaw up and down before he reaches in and just pulls out the whole bone clean.
Fascinating.
It's a talent, man. It takes practice, let me tell you.
You feed like some of the beasts of the lower rings.
Well, hold on now. As a subscriber to the hedonic treadmill, I guess I don't hate that so much. What about you, Dawn?
Yeah, well, Don, while you're talking, in the background is just, it takes several more attempts for Zeta to figure out how to chew, and when the grape pops, it, like, their whole face just twists in a strange way, having never tasted before.
Well, chew with his mouth closed for starters. And also, make sure you don't breathe in when you swallow, because I'll have to give you the Heimlich maneuver.
Yeah, don't ask me to do it. I'm not tall enough. Dawn, do you eat anything?
Yeah. As I look. If there's anything sweet, I'd probably take a cookie or something.
Yeah, there's plenty. It's a small assortment.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a time for a cookie or two, but Cyril, by the time you get done with one cookie, has politely saved a quarter of what's left for the rest of you guys. But he's polished off everything else.
This man.
Makes
What,
sense.
man? I gotta keep up my physique somehow. So, as he's grabbing another drumstick, what did you guys get anything from whatever you're doing in the capital?
Yeah.
So
Talking and then having to stop to figure out how to, like, mouthful of meat, stopping and trying to figure out how to talk while having food in his mouth and not, like, spit it everywhere. Glancing from one side to the other before finishing. And this method of mastication is so inefficient. Before pulling out the book.
Look, man, if I wanted efficiency, you know what I'd do? I'd put all of this and compress it into a brick, and then I'd shove it in my face. So it's not about efficiency, it's about savoring the flavor.
Demons do not have a sense of taste. We merely feed upon the energies of those around us.
Well, that's damn not true. I saw the look on your face when you had that grape.
This body is human. It's not mine originally. I don't know what happened to the soul that once inhabited it.
Who cares, right? You're the one in it now. Take some ownership.
There is a look that's like, damn right, brother! Where it's like... No, I don't know how you feel, but Zeta could give zero fucks that if a demon's getting put in your body, something bad probably happened to you.
Mm.
But Zeta just doesn't care.
But, as I was saying, what were you guys up to in the capital?
He had some inquiries to an ambassador.
Oh, ambassador from who?
More.
Well, more. You guys saw that seal? he's about to say something, and then he goes, "Lady."
Yeah.
I like the idea. I know he was going to say something else, but he was about to say like devil or something, then went, "Oh, present company."
Right.
I don't know if that's like an offensive term to you or nothing.
I just figured I'd rather not. I'd rather not test.
Like, can I refer you as be like, "Hey, what's up, my demon?"
Jesus. But okay, so what you have to do with her?
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, there's a lot of discourse in the city, and that,
Discourse.
and
Is
it
that what
carries
makes
up
bullets
higher
fly?
too. Yeah. Well, some do, but it carries up higher, even into the councils at this point too.
Well, ain't that just a damn shame? And what'd you find out?
Mm, not much, but I think we've at least landed on an agreement to discuss more later.
All right. Well, that sounds like a whole bunch of nothing, but whatever you say.
On one hand, I do agree with you, but at least on the other, I got her to put the shotgun away.
You know, assertive people who know what they want. Ah, man, after my own heart. I'm assuming the rest of the carriage ride goes on in semi-quiet. Cyril is a noisy eater. And Zeta, assuming you're still figuring some stuff out?
Yeah, eventually there comes a point where Zeta is holding up something to eat and then just lays a hand across his stomach and goes, "I feel rather unwell.
Eat too much?
Is that such a thing?"
Yes, portions are very important to mortal nutrition.
How long do you say you know this guy?
Not long, but
I can tell. The carriage does not stop at the entrance of Cooper Estate, but rather goes straight in through the wrought iron gates, down the gravel drive, and pulls all the way up to the front of the mansion. Zeta, it is almost a wild garden from one side of the wall all the way in, basically up to the manor. Wild and overgrown. Looked like something that used to be manicured and well cared for, and is now kind of devolved. Not devolved, but evolved, allowed to run into wild fractals. You guys pull up to the front. He goes, "Sheesh, nice place. Who's screwing who to stay here?"
well, it is Cooper Estate.
Ah, so we're screwing the people is what we're screwing. Great.
I have no compunctions with such things.
Well,
Man, you need to get out some more, man. Shit, tell you what, after this job, we're finding someone, we're getting you laid.
I can lay down perfectly fine on my own.
Jesus Christ. Not sure what's worse over here. Alright. Let's go. I need a nice, long, hot bath. Doors open. He hops down out of this carriage and is up underneath the awning of this mansion before you even know it.
And he moves quick for a fat guy. It's like watching a rat skitter when the lights turn on.
There are exactly 2 reasons to move quickly. 1, I want something. 2, I want to get out of something.
So he is a rat. Skitter and leap.
So, you head in,
Yeah,
and
how does Jeffries, who seems to know way too much about shit, react to literal demon walking into his house?
a newcomer. Welcome. 2 newcomers, as a matter of fact. Nothing.
That one's a rat. I'll set the traps.
I'm sure there is room enough in Cooper Estate for everyone. Now, Miss Morrow, it is good to see you. You have brought in 2 new allies, I'm assuming?
Yes. Apologies for the sudden additions, but Orin is now occupied with some magical dilemmas. Zeta has been tasked to help me. And we have also picked up Cyril here to help us with something when we were going out for in the morning.
Of course. Well, I do have some spare rooms prepared upstairs, along with everything else. Alex is currently with Wisteria and will not return until, well, she is fit to return.
What is it that you wish as compensation for these lodgings?
There is no compensation required.
You are forfeiting your right to compensation.
You're not from here, are you?
No.
Well, then you shall learn that all friends of Cooper Estate are welcome at any time.
That word again. You said you would tell me what it meant, Dawn Morrow.
Well, one's of like consciousness, one's of like goals.
Our goals may be aligned, but I doubt that our consciousnesses do as such, Paladin.
Well, it must be late. Don,
This is awkward.
Would you mind showing him up to his, well, the 2 of them up to their the quarters upstairs? Any of the empty rooms they can choose from.
I need no great accommodations, merely something to rest this body.
Well,
Yes.
I'm sure you shall find what we have to your satisfaction. I must attend to a few things before I turn in for the night.
Yes, of course, I'll lead the way.
Thank you very much. And he turns and, just like that, disappears around a corner. Man, he is way too nice and proper.
A fool to give up his right.
Look, man, just don't steal anything until after you're sure you're not coming back, okay?
Theft is an unnecessary aggression.
And I do.
Wait on. Up the stairs, across the halls, and into the guest hallway, where there are several free rooms available. I'm assuming Cyril probably picks like the first open one on the left. Alright, well, this one's mine. You guys have a great night. Oh, nice warm bed.
Yeah.
Sounds like he overate as well. Talking to Dawn.
Maybe halves, maybe not though.
Gluttony is one of the many sins punished in hell.
What now?
Yeah. Dawn leads probably to the next open room.
Yeah. Alright, he wants another one. Yeah.
Zeta opens it up and probably is... I mean, it has a bed. That's all Zeta wanted.
It has much more than a bed, but yes, it has a bed.
Extravagant. But it will meet my needs.
Good to hear it.
Yes. You both turn in for the night. Now, I don't remember, but as a seer elf, do you dream or do you trance? I forget.
I'm not. Let me look.
I forget if elves and Pathfinders sleep or not.
That's my... Yeah, I don't know.
Actually, yeah, I don't.
Pathfinder to elves. Society beliefs. Not. I think they sleep.
Okay.
God,
The only thing strange about them is elves gradually adapt to their environment and their companions, and they often take on physical traits reflecting their surroundings.
Yeah, elves by default sleep. Let's see. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Elves
That's funny. They have Elder Scroll elf eyes. They have large, often vibrantly colored pupils that make up the entire visible portion of the eye.
They're a lot closer to, in my mind, blood elves, I think, is a good, at least the original blood elf design. But yes.
Those eyebrows aren't nearly Warcraft elf enough.
So, you settle down for the night. Zeta, do you dream?
Yeah, it's probably something that Zeta is not used to, but they're probably fragmentary dreams from, like, half from what is left in the brain of this person that Zeta inhabits and the life experiences of a demon who has not ever left hell.
I think that's perfect. Dawn, do you do any light reading before you head to bed?
I suppose since I have a little bit of time, I'd probably pull out my family book, mind the anthrax or whatever, arsenic, whatever it was. Yeah.
It's just arsenic.
Okay, arsenic.
You know, just
It's one of the
Anthrax
A1
is
stuff.
way worse.
I don't think it was anthrax, actually.
And in this note was a white powder. It was anthrax.
just ricin. That's all it is. But no, yeah, you do some light reading. As a matter of fact, you discover if you take the dust cover off and you put that away safely, the rest of the book is fine.
Yeah.
It's just the dust cover. But you do some light reading, and some things become apparent to you. Slowly, the words start to make more and more sense as you read on. So it's kind of this kind of reading, it's getting harder and harder. Stop, you go back. Oh, I can read all of this more easily. And slowly work your way forward in the book. About as far, we'll say, what do you think? About what you sent me, potentially?
Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea. Because that's kind of like the background and then the cliffhanger, kind of, where you get the rest. Yeah. So there's dates and phrases that I can't quite understand the timeline of, but as a whole, there's names that I recognize, like Abiram and Avrohim.
Abiram.
And
Okay, I was wondering how to pronounce
it's either. Well, I might have said it wrong actually. It's either Abiram or Abram. I think it's Abram. I looked it up last night.
However you want to say it, and is easiest for you to say, that is canon.
Yeah.
There's no wrong way of saying it.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Abram because that kind of sounds a little cooler. But
Abram. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
you got Abram, and this story that my house was gradually dwindling, and not a very rich bloodline, and somehow they were reduced enough that the illegitimate Morrow, Abram, was suddenly the only one left. And he did some strange things, seemingly kind, got very involved in multiple elven communities, and was known as Grandfather Morrow. He loved people, well, elven people and children.
Well, elven people.
Yeah.
Yeah, people. Everyone else isn't.
Yeah.
Hey, I reject that line of thinking. I eat ribs the same as anyone else. Maybe not in the same way.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, yeah, you're good. He does kind of stick to the elven communities though, and that's for other reasons that'll be probably revealed later. But like, he just kind of expands the family, has a bunch of blood heirs, and also adopts many elves, especially seer elves and sea elves. But as the family rapidly expands, they come under question because elves are missing and never seen again. There's entire orphanages and housings that are emptied out in preference to live at one of the House Morrow establishments. The Morrow family has many members, uncountable amounts. And when brought into question, what's the purpose of this? What's going on over time? They just get more mysterious, and Grandfather Morrow is happy to speak for his bloodline, but none of the others seem to want to speak without permission. So, a lot of mysteries, a lot of strange things. There's links to kidnapping and experiments and rumors about awful things that are squashed as soon as they arise. And at a certain point, House Morrow was very much exercising power in numbers and intimidation. And on the last line that I'm able to make out before I decide to put it down is that while there were many unknown things about House Morrow in this time, there was one thing that became very certain in the whispers and amongst the higher elven families that carried more power. House Morrow was no longer just a house or a bloodline. They were a cult. And then Dawn goes, well, that's enough of that, and puts that down.
I think I'm done for the night.
Yeah.
Great, lovely. So, you sleep with all of that mulling around in your mind. and small fragments of your childhood and then into your teens start to come back to you just a little bit. Faces, names, places you can't quite put a face to, or places you can't quite put a location to. There. But overall, when you awake the next morning, there's just a little bit more clarity than there was. Zeta, your dreams are a mishmash of, like we discussed, human memories that are not your own and memories from the hells that very much are.
Yeah,
and they start. Go ahead.
The images are so strange and feel so strange to Zeta. It's like watching a movie where you are the main actor as a small child in a village you've never seen, in a place that might never have been, as far as you know, falling and scraping your knee only to be picked up and cared for by a mother whose face you can't see because they're in the haze of memory, cutting away to the being a tormentor that follows the worst sort of damned souls and rakes them with a nine-tail of flaming coals. And yet, for a moment, you feel that same pain in them, that empathy of the pain they're feeling as the small child.
And you both awake in the morning, find the sunlight streaming through the windows. It seems both of you have slept in a little later than usual.
Like Zeta gets up, opens the window, because Zeta isn't used to the sensation of sun on their skin.
It's
just
warm.
standing in the sunlight, moving their arms about to see how it changes that feeling.
Warm glow of radiation.
But it's a comfortable warm. It's not even something that a demon would call warm. It should be cold. This world should be cold to a demon. Impossibly cold.
You have the flicker of a memory that isn't yours. And for a moment, you remember the feeling of a hug, a warm embrace. A comparison to this sun that is embracing you. It's not too dissimilar.
Like there's a brief moment of contemplation before he draws the curtains and just banishes those thoughts away. What do they matter? There's only the contract anyway.
And for you, Dawn, you awake. I'm assuming go around about your morning rituals.
Yes, and seeing I'm behind a bit, I'm in a bit of a hurry. Then probably trying to distract myself and shake off some of the strange dreams I had the night before. But they are drifting in and out of my consciousness, and realizing that I'm finally starting to get somewhere about what all of this has been in my life.
And as you are pulling your equipment together for the day, you grab the book off the nightstand and realize you can read the title of this book for the first time.
Hmm.
It simply says, The Morrow Cult and Its Impact. The author's
Say that
name
again.
is still
Sorry.
illegible. I can throw it in the chat for you.
Yeah. Sorry, your mic just barely glitched when you said it.
Oh. Hold on. I got a bug. Go. The Morrow Cult and Its Impact.
Hmm.
You wonder if this is less of a published work and more of a personal journal?
Maybe. I will say, I do know dancing, the way it's written, at least the person did seem to have an inclination towards historical facts. But unfortunately, the facts are not good.
No.
Yeah.
No. I read it for the first time and went, oh. Oh. Oh no.
We love a dark origin story coming to light.
Always.
Yeah.
But as you both bump into each other headed down the stairs, you find that you two were not the first to awaken. There are, let's see, 2, 3 people at the table already. One is Cyril, who is working on a mountain of food on his plate in front of him for breakfast. The second is Alex, nursing a cup of coffee, staring out the window. And a third is Devlin, quietly eating at the table.
Man, I wish Computer King were here right now because, yeah, Zeta immediately recognizes what Devlin is. How do you do, fellow Hellspawn? I think he's a Hellspawn.
Oh, thank God you guys finally woke up. He's a tiefling.
Yeah, but I think Hellspawn is specifically diabolic. I don't know if he's diabolic or demonic.
He's Nephilim.
Yeah, but what kind of Nephilim?
Doesn't say.
Oh, he did
Yeah,
take
that's
that
just
as his
heritage.
first feed?
Oh, I have to look at his feats.
Yeah.
Inventory spellcasting feats. Diabolic, yes.
Scion of Hell! Hell yeah, literal.
Oh, thank God, you guys are finally awake. I thought I was gonna have to eat all the food on the table by myself.
Do you think of anything else?
Usually, no.
At least you are honest.
Don, who is this sitting at my table? Says Alex.
This is Cyril.
I
Someone
would have told you that if you asked me.
Akron is having us work together to go retrieve a coin.
Yeah, that goes to the soul of the thing or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Alex
It is not information that should be openly spoken of.
I already know what he's talking about. It looks like you guys are gonna have to go and take care of it yourself. I'm not leaving until he figured out who did this to Wisteria. You guys have any more information on that?
Yes and no. We spoke to the ambassador of Amora last night.
And we know it wasn't her,
And
right?
right. Yeah.
She watched.
Yes. She's
Being
being
Devlin probably speaks up at that point. Hey, I'm I'm not gonna be able to go with you guys either. I need to. I'm gonna spend some more time with Pendleton, see if I can't figure out what his game is.
Do let us know when you return, cousin.
I'm sorry?
As I was saying, just turning back to Alex. The ambassador is being observed, but we do not know by whom. Only that it is magical in nature.
Yes. She's agreed to meet with us at a later time to discuss something further. Safer
Yeah,
place.
you want to back up to the part where you called me your cousin?
You are Hellspawn, are you not?
Oh. Dawn, do you realize what he is?
Yes.
I am in contract with Don Morrow in order to assist in this matter. It is an equitable trade.
Yes. Orin and I
Dawn, I'm just
went.
gonna warn you once. If a demon thinks it's, or a devil thinks it's equitable trade, that means you're getting hosed.
Or that I value what I gain out of this more than I value what she gains out of this. I have
Like I said,
no
you're getting
interest in
hosed.
I have no interest in the petty politics of these mortal realms. But I do have interest in being returned to my full power.
Oh, so we just have a demon walking the. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go play with the regular demons of this planet, also known as politicians. So back to what you were saying about my sister.
Only that we do not know who is observing this ambassador. But they have made her quite paranoid and aggressive.
She met us with a shotgun on the table and said
Such
her life.
s-
And she did say her life has been attempted 3 times now.
Well, that's. I suppose I should go do some digging, see who's doing it, because we know it's not the Mormons.
Right.
Do not put it above someone to attack their own for some gain.
Yeah, I'm not listening to a devil.
Should you not?
Hurtful,
Who else would have
says Devlin.
Who else would have better understanding of the sins of mortals?
Don't you guys not like have souls or something?
What is a soul?
What is a
Yeah.
soul? A miserable bag of liabilities.
You need not be afraid.
Be
of
not
me.
afraid, says
Yeah, be not
the
afraid,
biblically
sis, says
accurate
the.
angel.
Yeah, God, now I gotta find that be not afraid, sis.
Look, as long as they go places where I get food, I ain't complaining, okay? Now, my compliments to the chef, but I think I've bitten off a little more than I can chew, he says. Out of that giant pile he had on his plate, he's got like 2 or 3 scraps left. So, he says, wiping his face, are you guys gonna have anything for breakfast, or are we gonna head on out of here?
I guess while the conversation was ensuing, Dawn probably helped herself to fruit and scrambled eggs. She's pretty much good to go.
Yeah.
What about you, demon boy? Gonna learn how to eat real food? Like breakfast food?
You're short on time. My methods will suffice. As he picks up something off the table as it just desiccates and turns to dust in his hand over a moment.
Man. Excuse me. Efficiency my ass. That looks like it tasted terrible.
It didn't taste at all.
Well, then what's the point of eating food if you can't taste it?
Sustenance and energy.
Okay, energy is what I got right here. This is a mountain
called in this?
okay?
Yeah. Is that what it's called on this plane?
This right here, I can move mountains with it. I need the spare energy to keep up with my athletic frame.
Right.
I'm interested in seeing you at work then.
This music is not fitting at all.
I don't know, I was talking about his mountainous frame and how he was going to move mountains as the Grecian choir came in. Maybe there's things we don't know about this man.
Oh, God. I just needed another body there for, action economy purposes.
Another body.
Alright, so we're gonna go talk to this lady so we can hurry up and break into a vault underground or some shit.
Yes.
Yes. Let's be on our way.
Alright. And you guys head out the door.
I exploded in the
Dawn.
sunlight.
Dawn, the temple. Well, let's just say Acheron apparently made good on his word. Apparently, when he meant donation, he meant donating crew, men and material to fix up the temple. It looks nothing like you last saw it.
I'm not surprised, but it kind of needed a makeover anyway, so I didn't mind letting that slip by.
Man, I thought this place used to be a dump.
A holy dump.
That's what I take after I have too much pastrami. No, wait, that's an unholy dump.
Jesus. A holy dump, okay. Uh-huh. Well, after you, actually, he's looking around. I don't get to the Gray Quarter too often. I'm gonna meet you guys back here later. How's that sound?
Sure.
Okay, perfect. You guys step in to the temple as you see the interior has been renovated just like the exterior, back to, well, it seems like a time long before the loss of people, or not people, but congregation, and then entropy, back to its golden days. Oh dear, I didn't know you were coming. It's so good to have you back. I understand that we have all of this to thank you for.
No thanks,
It
necessary.
is. Yeah, you know exactly who this is.
Yeah.
Oh, but there is thanks. So much thanks. They even managed to patch up the holes in the archive, so we stopped losing material every time it rains.
That is good to hear. I remember flipping through the pages and encountering quite a bit of mold.
My allergies have cleared up so much since they did that. Oh, thank Miss Luda.
Mm.
There's a lady up in the front pew. She said she was waiting on people. I'm assuming she's waiting on you guys?
Yes, we needed a private place to speak.
And you're aware you've got an evil spirit following you? Just making sure.
I'm
Yeah.
corporeal, I assure you.
Well, I don't know with you people. She says, looking over at Zeta. Sometimes you are, sometimes you aren't. I can never tell.
Alright. He is with me at this time.
Well, as long as he doesn't poison the altar, I'll be fine.
I have no intentions of doing so.
Yes.
I'll believe it when I see it. And she turns and leaves.
Okay. Alright,
They're
so
actually... Go ahead.
we would approach the ambassador, and I guess I would take a seat, yeah.
Yeah,
You are
same.
late. She says, still looking forward. I must be returning soon, otherwise they may notice my absence.
I understand. But I assume there was something else that you did want to tell us.
You are all in grave danger.
Because of who is spying on you.
Because of what is coming.
And what, pray tell, is coming?
She turns her head ever so slightly. Where are you guys? Are you sitting next to her, behind her?
I'd probably sit next to her. I don't care.
Probably
Tried to kill me.
behind her so that it's slightly different.
Yeah.
She turns her head ever so slightly. War. And I think we're gonna end it here today.
Ooh-wee.
Let's go ahead and start with some sign-offs, and then we have a super special secret cutscene after this.
We did it, guys. We completed the side quest in order to unlock this cutscene. It only took us 30 hours and cost us the Wisteria route.
It actually is a lot more than 30 hours. 3 hours a session over how many years?
Well, no, the joke is that we've been on a side quest for so long that we cut ourselves out of the Wisteria romance route and got into the Wisteria dead route.
Yeah. Wisteria comatose route.
That's next playthrough is the Wisteria romance, the Wisteria romancing Auron route.
Oh Jesus!
Pathfinder dating sim.
So bad. Seafoam Bay dating sim. Oh god.
It's horrible
Seafoam
because
Bay,
everyone is
Seafoam
equally awful.
Yeah. I don't know what a date with Auron would look like.
Now he wouldn't have a lot to talk about. He can't even go, have you seen the thing that lives under my hat?
Sure he wouldn't start with, they call me the Rizzler.
Oh, Jesus.
I can see him saying that.
If somehow, some way, somewhere, someday,
You want to see what my hair
Gen
can
Alpha
do,
ends
girl?
up watching this stream, I just want you, that lone Gen Alpha, to know. Your slang is toxic, and it's destroying the fabric of our nation.
The fabric of the universe.
Tell me, for whom do you
Yes.
simp? Oof!
Jesus
How very
Christ.
cringe.
Yeah, no, it's destroying the fabric of our universe. Not like our slang, which is totally fine and normal, and everybody uses it every day, you know.
Poggers!
That's literally the one I was thinking of. I hate that one.
Dude, that shit was poggers!
And because your your listening comprehension is probably not great. That was a joke, by the way. Anyway, the brain rot
They
is
can-
real
they
with
can
Gen
read?
Alpha. The brain rot is real with Gen Alpha.
They can read? News to
Some of them
me.
can. Most of them probably not. But anyway, let's start with Lo.
Hi, this is Lauren or Lo at 36 on Instagram, playing Dawn Morrow in Seafoam Bay. Exciting, because we're figuring out some more lore about the character. It's been fun writing some of that, and who creates some stuff with that in the future will be awesome.
Alrighty. Go ahead, Zeta.
Hi, ho, friendos. My name is Ron, otherwise known as Naya. Caught me here today playing Zeta, the literal demon from hell, come to have an anime fucking plot arc about learning about the value of friendship or some shit. I don't know. Can also find me here in... believe it's gonna be this Saturday? Yes? This Saturday in Napple 2.0, also known as 2.0 Hour, or whatever silly title Mira wants to give it this week, where I will be playing Tariq Badubara, and boy howdy, we're about to get into combat, and that's what this character's good at. He ripped a steel door off its hinges and used it to bisect two people before he basically ate another one. They're a bit of an animal, bit of a party animal, real fun guy. Actually, more of an animal, you know. Fun guy are different kingdom entirely. It's a biology joke. You can also catch me here on every other Saturday, where I am in Lands of Lazarkin, where I play Archer Tiller, the ranger who really doesn't want to be leading this band of misfits that's going to get even more misfitted. But, you know, someone's got to do it, and it's not going to be the dwarf who could die of old age at any moment. That is it for me.
Alrighty, and we're gonna cut for just a moment to the deep blue sea. Staring down just underneath the surface of the water, camera pointing down into the depths, there are pinpricks of light all over the ocean floor. And one by one, these little pinpricks of light start to go from yellow to blue. And some of these pinpricks of light start moving. A small school of these pinpricks roaming across the ocean floor, sinking up into, let's call them squadrons or pods. Yeah, pods of these blinking blue lights, sinking up in a formation together, and then slowly moving to the north. We zoom in on one of these blinking lights and find ourselves face to face with a large submersible warship. Hull gleaming in the dim light, portholes revealing inner machinations of machinery and people as this fleet starts to chug its way north, away from the kingdom of Mormora and north towards, well, who knows? Seafoam Bay? I guess we'll have to find out. Hello everybody, my name is Cyrus Smith. Today you caught me running Seafoam Bay. Saturday you can catch me playing in Napple. Other than that, I mean, that's all I'm in for right now, but I'm trying to think of what our get out of here is today. What are we getting out of here on, what do you think? Because I haven't decided.
R.I.P. Wisteria?
Well, she's not dead yet.
Nah, she's a vegetable.
Yet.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fine, we can do that. R.I.P.
Hell yeah.
Wisteria.
R.I.P. Wisteria!